Hello dear students, welcome to the class of Health and Physical Education, Unit 4, Physical Education and Sports for Children with Special Needs. And today's topic which we are going to learn, that is roles of various professionals for children with special needs. Now in this topic we are going to learn the various roles of the different professionals. They are the different professionals. For example, as we are having a sports teacher, that is known as a physical education teacher, a school counselor, then we are having a speech therapist. So there are the various professions which are included for teaching or for guiding the student with or the children with special needs. So we are going to discuss what are the roles of the different various professionals for the children with special needs. Roles which we are going to talk, that is related to those who are engaged in teaching or learning or guiding the student with special needs. So let's see one by one. So first topic is been given, that is school counselor. So this is a professional, this is one of the profession. So what are the role of this profession of the school counselor? What is the work of the school counselor? We are going to learn, and that also for the children with special needs that are being considered. These are the considered special. We are having counselor. Let us see what is been there. So it is a specialist who works with the student with children with special needs. This works. It is a specialist. So school counselor is a person who is considered one of the specialists who used to deal with the children with special needs. They helps children with special needs or the student with special needs in their academic goal, personal and career development. So they are helping to with along with the children, those who are student with special needs, they are helping them in getting their academic goal. Either it may be with related to the study, related to the scoring of a particular in a particular standard, how much they are going to score in class 10th or in class 12th. So they also helps to the children with special needs in academic goal, in social life, how they used to deal in the society with their friend circle, with the family members. So this is they are it is being taught. Then personal and career development, in the for the personal development and for the career development, they are the school counselor is responsible. So they used to guide them with children with special needs. So this is the role of the school counselor. Then another role is been given, that also helps in teaching staff with strategies on how to support such student in distress. So what does the school counselor do? School counselor not only guides or teach the students, but they also helps the teaching staff. He or she helps us in making the strategies that how to deal with such types of student, those who are with special needs. How you are going to deal with the student with special needs. So that has been also been guided or been supported by the school counselor. The next role is that it helps in development. That means the school counselor helps in the developmental program related to the stress management, anger management, conflict management, and positive thinking. So this school counselor will also help where it helps the student, those who are for example, we are talking about children with special needs. So it will help those students which are being related to the stress management. Those who are getting more and more angry, they are going to deal along with them. Conflict management and positive thinking, that will also develop the positive thinking among those special children. So that's why this is one of the role of the school counselor. Then another role is being helps the children with special needs, children or the students, to gain self confidence, achieve their full potential, and become the productive member of the society. So actually you have seen that what is the role of the school counselor. School counselor will support them, will support or will guide the children with special need, so that they can develop their confidence level. When the confidence level is being developed, they will achieve their full potential. Whatever the potential they are having, they are going to come out with along with their potential, which is going to help them in becoming a productive member of the society. Because when we are talking about the children with special needs, because it includes all type of disabilities, Either it may be cognitive, it may be intellectual, it may be physical disability. So the people in the family, they used to consider such types of children, uh, just they used to consider that they are of no use. So what helps this school counselor helps them in development of the self confidence of such of the children. They achieve their they gain their potential, whatever the potential are been taken out or been brought out by the school counselor, and that is going to help them to become a productive member of the society. Might be they are going to find out the talent, or they are going to find out the talent or the skills what children with special needs or what such type of children are having, and with the help of that skill and with help of the talent, if they used to develop, then definitely in future they can become one of the productive member of the society. That means that they do not need to depend on any one of them. They can do by their own, and they can develop themselves, they can earn themselves. So this is the role of the school counselor. Now the second profession is been considered physiotherapist. Now what is the role of the physiotherapist, what is the work they are, how they are going to deal with the children with special needs, what is their work. So they are being considered, the physiotherapists are being considered with the gross motor skills and mobility of the children with special needs. Now, gross motor skills, movement of the legs, hands, and they are also going to deal with the mobility of the children with special needs. Many of the children with special needs, they are having the problem, the mobility problem they are having. So they are going to help them in moving their hands and legs so that they can become. We can't say that they will totally they become normal like a normal people, but there is an improvement when they are dealing, when the physiotherapist deals with such types of children with special needs. So they are being considered with the gross motor skills. So gross motor, when we are talking about the gross motor skills, that means big movements which are being done with our hands, legs, with our body, like moving from one place to another place, bringing up, picking up the things, placing it another place. So there are the various gross motor skills, and the movement is also being taught, and the mobility of the children with special needs, for whom it is only being taught with the children with special needs or student with special needs. So physiotherapist helps them in the proper movement as well as the mobility of the body as well as the gross motor skills also, in development of the or learning the gross motor skills. Then physiotherapist helps and manage the children and young person with movement disorder and disability. For example, those who are having movement disorder or movement disability. For example, if they are physically, if they are disabled, then what happens, these physiotherapists help them in learning, help them in learning as well as manage the children and the young person with the movement disorder. They are going to correct their orders, they are going to correct their movements so that they can perform the work in a better way and with less efforts. So the physiotherapist helps the children with special needs in managing the children as well as the young person in the movement disorder and disability. So you can say that they provide the physical intervention advices and support. So they are going to help such a children with special needs, they are going to advise them, they are going to support them. So this is the role of the physiotherapist. Physiotherapist focuses on the problem that affects the muscle, bones, circulation of the blood and the lungs. So physiotherapist helps, how they are going to help, they mostly, whenever you used to visit a physiotherapist, the physiotherapist, to a normal person or a normal individual, they are going to focus more on the affected muscle, that which area of the muscle has been affected more, or the bones and the circulation of the blood, whether the circulation of the blood is proper or not, and the lungs. So here they used to see each and everything. So here, so physiotherapy, when we are talking about the normal people, when they used to check each and everything, so definitely for the children with special needs, they used to check the problems that affect the muscle, bone, circulation and blood and lungs. They alleviate the movement and the function of the body of the children with special needs, with particular attention to the physical mobility, balance, the posture, fatigue and pain also. So here they alleviates, they evaluate the movement. Actually they, actually what is the work, they evaluate, they used to check the movement, evaluation of the movement and the function of the body of the children with special needs. The children, those who are the student with special needs, those who are having a types of disabilities, I have talked related to cognitive or intellectual or physical disabilities, when they are dealing with such types of children, so they used to pay attention on the physical mobility, they used to focus on their physical ability, balance, posture, whether if they are not having a proper posture, they are going to correct their posture, helping in correcting the posture, so that they can keep away the fatigue and as well as pain from their body. So this is the work of the, or this is the role of the physiotherapist. Then they uses the different techniques including massage, manipulation, exercise and movement, electrotherapy and hydrotherapy. So when it is be needed, they are going to apply which type of therapy, electrotherapy, hydrotherapy, different types of exercise, so that the movement can be done smoothly and efficiently, and wherever required, massage is also been given wherever is required. So these are the role of the physiotherapist. So whenever we used to talk that what is the role of the physiotherapist in our school, so these are the roles of the physiotherapist in our school. But we are just now at present we are talking about the children with special needs. Then another profession, that is occupational therapist. So who is an occupational therapist? So here, what is the role of the occupational therapist? So occupational therapist helps the children with special needs in performing the self-care skills like eating, dressing, bathing and grooming, that is activities related to the fine motor skills. Fine motor skills, where you, when we are talking about fine motor skills are means the skills which are being performed by the small muscles, where the small muscles are being involved. For example, our hands, our fingers, the muscles in our fingers that used to work, these where they are the small muscles are, there are small muscles are there which used to have a proper movement. For example, holding the pen, holding the pencil, picking up, or making a grip. So these are the considered as fine motor skills. So when we are talking about the occupational therapist, so you can see here that it helps us in performing the self care skills like eating, dressing, bathing and grooming. We have seen the children with disabilities or the special children who are having problem. For example, if the person is having an cognitive type of disabilities or intellectual disabilities or physical disabilities, maybe they are having problem, they will not be able to perform these activities by their own. So these are the occupational therapists. Many times it happens the person those who are, or it is this is what we are talking about, the children with special need. But many times it happens that if the person has paralyzed, any of an individual has got paralysis attack, and then when they used to recover, the occupational therapist is also no doubt that the person those who have got the attack, definitely they know that how the movement is being done. But occupational therapist at that time is being required, so that it helps them how to eat, the skills like eating, dressing by their own, bathing and grooming. These activities are being related to the fine motor skills are being taught. So we are talking about the children with special needs. So they are teaching them the self care skills like eating, dressing, bathing and grooming, helps the children in participating and interacting with other in play. They also help the children those who are participating in the activities and interacting with other in play. During the play, how to behave, how to interact with other people or other children, they are being taught by the occupational therapist. Then occupational therapist helps the children in writing and other classroom activities to help them to participate equally with other children. See, we are talking about the special children, so definitely the special children and normal children, there will be a difference between both the children in the class. So these all activities are being taught with the help of this occupational therapist are helps the children with special needs in learning, in writing, in doing the things by their own. So here you can see that they helps the children in writing and other classroom activities. Other classroom activities, for example, you may talk related to the classroom activities. If the children are sitting in a class and they are going to play, so the children with special need also should also participate, or should also helps them to do the activity as the other children used to do. Either it may be of taking out the book from the bag, or opening of the compass box, lifting the pencil and then need to write down, or copying from the blackboard. Hand-eye coordination, that is being considered hand and eye coordination, copying from the board. So these are the activities which are being taught by the occupational therapist. So also occupational therapist also help the children with special need to improve the fine motor skills. Definitely fine motor skills where the small muscles are being involved, like in writing, in grasping and releasing the toy, holding, and that means gripping the things, then releasing the toys and other objects. Then occupational therapist helps in hand-eye coordination. See, it has been given here, hand-eye coordination to improve such skills or skills of hitting the ball or copying from the blackboard. Hand-eye coordination, where it has been required, need to look up at the board and again they need to copy the same. Then lifting, then holding the ball, hitting the ball. So these requires a hand-eye coordination. So this has been done with the help of the occupational therapist. So these are the roles which the occupational therapist play for the children with special needs. Another role is of a physical education teacher. Now, what is the role of the physical education teacher for children with special needs? No doubt, normal children, the physical education teacher, you might be knowing that what is the role of the physical education teacher, but what about the children with special needs or special children? So physical education teacher provides the supports the children with special needs, their participation in sports and fitness. Definitely the physical education teacher focuses on their participation in sports and fitness level and the health of the children with special needs or special child. Then physical education teacher helps in improving the physical fitness, hand-eye coordination, flexibility, muscular strength, endurance, cardiovascular efficiency. So definitely whatever it is been required for a normal children, so same the physical education teacher focuses on the children with special need. So here special hand-eye coordination is been required, because for the special children it is not possible that the normal children definitely they used to hit the ball or they used to hold the ball or they used to run or they used to move, they are very good agile. So here it is not been possible for a children with special need. So that's why this physical education teacher helps the children in improving the physical fitness, hand-eye coordination, flexibility, muscular strength, endurance. These are the we are considered these are the components of physical fitness, so that are being developed with the help of the physical education teacher. Then physical education teacher provides the physical activities for children with special needs. It helps in reducing the anxiety, tension, stress. Definitely whenever any of the individual or the student, when they are being involved in any of the physical activity, then these by participating in these types of physical activity, the person it helps them in reducing the anxiety, tension, stress and depression. Because whenever the child or any of an individual, when they are involved in any of the physical activity, it helps them in reducing the stress, tension. Because you can see the dopamine is a hormone which are being secreted from our body, which is much more helpful in keeping away this anxiety, stress and depression. So that's why it also helps the children with special need in keeping away the anxiety, stress and depression. Then various physical activities for the children with special needs are being organized, which help them in development of the self-confidence, self-esteem and promote the mental and physical development. So various physical activities are being designed for the children with special needs. For a normal children, it's okay that there are the different activities are being designed, but there should be a special activity should be designed for the children with special need, so that they may participate in the different sports events. And due to that, what happens, their self confidence level also increases, their self esteem level increases, their physical and mental development also are also being developed only through the help of this physical activity. So this is the role of the physical education teacher for the children with special needs. Then we are having speech therapist. Now, what is the role of the speech therapist? This is also one of the profession. So, what is the work of the speech therapist? So, speech therapists help the children with special need who have difficulty in communication. There are the different types of disorders you may find out in the children or the people, like oppositional defiant disorder, attentional deficit hyperactivity disorders, then sensory processing disorder. There are the various types of disorders you may find out, but when we are talking about children with special needs, the speech therapist helps them in overcoming the difficulty of communication. When we are talking about the speech therapy, that means speech means where there it is communication has been required. So it has been helpful for those who are having the difficulty in communication. Then speech therapists help the children with special needs to gain ability to communicate through speech and languages. They helps to such children, the special children who are having the problem in communication through speech and languages. Maybe they might be having problem in speaking, they are stucking some of the place, they are stammering at some of the place, they are having stoppage or pause when they used to speak. So they help them, the children with special needs. Then speech therapist helps and provide the training for those student who faces difficulty in producing sound and syllable or saying the words incorrectly. Many time it happens that they are not able to pronounce the word properly. They are not being able to listen it carefully, so that they are not being able to produce the sound accordingly. So that also helps them, so that the student who faces the difficulty in producing the sounds and syllables or saying the word incorrectly, they help them in improving that. Then they also helps the student who have fluency disorder like stoppages, repetition. When they used to see, they used to repeat the words, they used to stop some of the places when they used to speak or communicate, or prolonged sound in the words, like when they used to speak they used to stuck, like they used to stammer some of the place, like speech therapist. So these are the types of the problems which they used to face. So speech therapist helps the children in overcoming such types of problems. So this is the rules of the speech therapist has been given. And the next profession we are going to study, that is special educator. The requirement of the special educator in the school. The special educator often has the student who are having varying learning, mental, physical and emotional abilities. Those who are having the problem like mental, physical, emotional, to manage these abilities, special educator is being required at the time. They help the children with special needs in the area of physical skill, learning through play, communication, improving social and emotional skills. So special educator, they used to teach or they used to guide or support the children with special need in learning the physical activities or physical skills, learning through play, communication, improving social and emotional skills. The main responsibility is to assess the students cognitive ability. So here the what is the main role? See, this is a very important point. You can you need to mention whenever you are going to write. The main role or responsibility is to assess or to check or to find, to measure their students cognitive ability. What is the cognitive ability of that student is being measured with the help of the special educator. They also design the schedule and activity to meet the requirement of the student with special needs. So here the special educator, what they used to do, they used to design the schedule, they used to design the curricula, so according to the children with special needs, so that such children can cope up or can so such children can be able to perform, or they can able to learn or study. So this is the role of the special educator. So these are the 6 professions which we have learned, and these are been required in the school, and we have learned the different professions and their roles, what is their work for the children with special needs. So you can prepare the notes on the basis of this. So for today this much. Thank you.